You know those cool action movies about two best brothers where one's kind of crazy, the other's pretty sarcastic, and together they fight the bad guys, romance the ladies and jump through giant plate glass windows in slow motion? Central Intelligence is not that movie. Well, except for the giant plate glass windows thing. Instead, it's a mostly dumb but often weirdly sweet action comedy about bullies, high school friendships and grown men who still love John Hughes movies. Oh, and who happen to be spies. Dwayne Johnson is the secret agent, Kevin Hart the guy he knew back in high school. But when Johnson's operative is caught up in a complex conspiracy, Hart's accountant is the only one who might help him figure out the figures. Which is cool, really, because now, in between dodging assassins, they have all that time to catch up. The espionage plot isn't well thought out, in fact, it's the weakest part of the movie. But the casting, and the twist that puts on the characters, makes the film more fun than you might think, or its own smirking posters might suggest. We're fully expecting, and hoping for, motor-mouthed outrage from Hart, who mixes panic and anger better than anyone. But here he plays a high school star, an alpha male who's depressed over his current, very beta real life. That's fresh. And refreshingly outrageous is Johnson. Yes, in keeping with expectations, he plays a physically imposing killing machine. But he also plays against type, creating a sensitive, over-emotional man who's still reliving the embarrassments of high school. And that's funny. There are two other nice narrative swerves, both involving unexpected guest stars, and while they're not essential to the plot, they are instrumental to the fun. The one that comes towards the middle of the movie added a whole half star, as far as I was concerned. Without those occasional outside-the-box choices, and particularly Johnson, having a ball playing a fanny pack wearing, unicorn-loving sweetheart, Central Intelligence would barely register. It's a little long, the plot feels like an afterthought, and although a fight in an office is inventively staged, the other action sequences are generic. But every so often director Rawson Marshall Thurber, who also gave us the out-from-left-field hit that was Dodgeball, a true underdog story, smartly throws something unexpected into the mix. Johnson pulls a silly face. Hart slips in a little improv. Yes, intelligence is hardly central to what's going on here. But this movie isn't nearly as dumb as it looks. Ratings note: the film contains violence, strong language and brief nudity. Check out Hollywood Clock for latest Hollywood videos.